Hi guys, today on Amelia's Amazing Treats, we are making mini cheesecakes. I found this recipe on Preppy Kitchen's blog and I will link the recipe in the description. So let's get started. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we are going to prepare our pan. You are going to need 2 muffin or cupcake tins, and I have lined these with cupcake liners. Alright, now let's get started with our crust. You're going to need your food processor bowl. And to this, we are going to add 16 graham crackers, and I'm using the full graham cracker. And then to our food processor, we're also going to add 1/2 cup of nicely finely chopped pecans, and I have toasted these. Toasting them adds a nice flavor to our additional flavor to our crust. And to toast them, all I did was I took them over a pan on medium-low heat, and I cooked them for about 10 minutes till they were nice and smelled delicious and were a little bit toasty. Add this to our food processor. And now we are going to pulse this until nice fine crumbs. My food processor is over here because the cord couldn't reach, so you could see it fully. But I am just going to process these on my food processor. Alright, and once you have pulsed your graham crackers and toasted pecans until they are nice and fine, we are going to add into our food processor 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And now we are going to pulse until well combined. Alright, and now we are going to take 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and we are just going to add it over our graham cracker mixture. Make sure to scrape out all of that butter. And now we are going to pulse until it is well combined and starting to cling together. As you can probably see, all of my graham cracker mixture is moistened by the butter, and it is nice moist crumbs now. Alright, now we are going to bring over our muffin tin. And we are going to take a tablespoon, and we are just going to scoop in a heaping tablespoon into the bottom of each muffin liner. Actually, I'm going to just do a level tablespoon. Once you have scooped all of your graham cracker crust into your pan, I'm going to take a little shot glass, and I'm just going to push down all of our graham cracker crumbs firmly to the bottom. Make sure it's very firm so it does not mix into our cheesecake filling when we put it into our pan. So I'm realizing as I am pressing this down that there is really little in all of these, so I'm going to add a little bit more, like 1/2 tablespoon into each. Once you've finished scooping and pressing down all of your graham cracker crust, we are going to put it in our preheated oven for 8 minutes and then make our cheesecake filling. Once you put your graham cracker crust in the oven, we can make our filling. So into a bowl of your stand mixer or a large bowl with your electric hand mixer, we are going to add in 2 blocks of cream cheese, which is 16 ounces. And 1 cup of granulated sugar. And now we are going to mix it until it is super nice and creamy. I'm using my paddle attachment, but you can use your whisk attachment. Alright, once our cream cheese and sugar are super nice and creamy, to our stand mixer bowl, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now stir until nicely combined. Alright, now I'm going to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl. Alright, and now into our cream cheese mixture, we're going to add 2 large eggs. Make sure these are room temperature. And I'm going to add one egg at a time and put my mixer on low and add it in. Stir until just combined and then add the next egg. Alright, and now we are going to need 2 large egg yolks. So I'm just going to crack my egg and then I'm going to pass the yolk back and forth through the shells. That is the best way to separate your egg yolk from your egg white. Alright, and now I'll just add in my egg yolk. And I'll do that one more time. Alright, make sure to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl. And then I'm going to stir one more time. And then to this, we are also going to add 1/3 of a cup of sour cream. Oh, that is my crust, so I'm going to go grab that and I'll be right back. Alright, and now I am going to mix in our sour cream into our cheesecake batter. And now I'm going to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl one more time. And stir one more time. Alright. Now I am going to remove my paddle attachment. I'm going to take my bowl off my stand mixer, push away my stand mixer, and now I'm I'm going to scrape around my bowl. Make sure that all of our ingredients are super well combined. And now I'm going to bring over my crust. Make sure you use oven mitts or rags to bring over your crust because it will still be hot. All right, and I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to put in my cheesecake batter to my crust. I'm just going to take one scoop, pour it into my crust, and you want to make each muffin tin about 3/4 full. So it seems like I have just enough cheesecake batter for 22, so I'm just going to pull out these 2 crusts. And now I'm going to bake this in my 350-degree Fahrenheit preheated oven for 18 to 20 minutes. These mini cheesecakes taste amazing by themselves, but I like to make a quick and easy whipped cream. Your stand mixer or a large bowl with your electric hand mixer, add in 1½ cups of cold, heavy whipping cream, ½ cup of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we are just going to mix on low until all the powdered sugar is combined. And the reason we don't just go straight to high is because if we do that, our powdered sugar is going to fly everywhere. It's going to make a huge mess. So I either like to mix it on low to mix in the powdered sugar, or I just mix it in by hand. And now I'm just going to gradually go up to high and stir until light and fluffy and stiff peaks. All right, when you are done with your whipped cream, it should look like this. Nice, billowy, stiff peaks. This is so beautiful. All right, now I'm just going to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl one more time. And my whipped cream is ready to use on top of my mini cheesecakes. Once your mini cheesecakes have cooled completely, they're ready to decorate. So I'm just gonna take my whipped cream and I put it in a piping bag, and I just have a large tip right here. And I have cut up some strawberries into small pieces, and I have done one right here already just so you can see, and I think it looks beautiful. So I'm just gonna do that for the rest of my mini cheesecakes. So this is how I did it. I just took my mini cheesecake and I added frosting in, and I didn't even move my tip at all. I just kind of squirted it down like this. And then I just took 2 pieces of strawberry and stuck them in. And now I'm going to repeat with the remaining mini cheesecakes. All right, and one more quick thing I forgot to mention is that I am putting my whipped cream inside a little ditch that formed inside of the cheesecake, because when it is baking, once it is done baking, when it's cooling, it sinks in a little bit. So that's where I'm putting my whipped cream and my strawberries. All right, and once you have finished putting the whipped cream on all of your mini cheesecake, they are ready to enjoy. Wow, these are so delicious. A nice creamy inside, and the whipped cream and strawberries just adds to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.